Good morning, first graders. Today we are on page 265 of our student journal, and we are on Unit 11, Lesson 13. So today we're just continuing with what we did yesterday. We are just talking more about our three-dimensional figures, and that when we unfold them, we have something called a net. So our goal is, today I will compose a cube and a rectangular prism by combining two or more different shapes using a net. Okay, so in yesterday's video, boys and girls, you saw me take a net that looked like this and I folded it into a cube. And remember, the most important thing about our cube is that there's 6 square faces, and they're all equal, so that's what makes a cube. You also saw me fold a net for a rectangular prism. Notice how the faces are very different. So here I have a very large face. On the bottom I have the same one. Here I have a long skinny face, and then I have another long skinny one. Here I have a shorter face and a shorter one. So my 6 faces are all rectangles and they're different. So that's why we call this a rectangular prism, because the 6 rectangular faces, and we're just going to also remember that they're different. They're different. Okay, and boys and girls, remember the net is a pattern you could fold. So these are my nets. This is a net, and this one is a net. Okay? Okay, so today we're actually going to have to do a little work. Yesterday we just got to see them. Today we're actually going to do some work with them. So here are my problems. And my first one says, which net would compose means to make up, which net would compose a cube? Okay, so what do I know about a cube? I know a cube is made up of 6 square faces. So I know that this is my answer. And how do I know? It says, how do you know? I know a cube has 6 square faces. Okay, let's look at my next one. Which net would compose a rectangular prism? So which one of these, if we folded it, would give us a rectangular prism? I'm going to say it's this one. And how do you know? They want me to say, I know a rectangular. Sometimes, boys and girls, when I don't know how to spell something, I can use what it says in the book to help me. So rectangular prism has 6 rectangular faces. And if I look at this one, I know that that's not true. That doesn't have 6 rectangular faces. Okay, so let's try some together, boys and girls. We're on page 266, and let's look at this one first. Explain to your partner which net would compose a rectangular prism. So which A or B is going to give me a rectangular prism? Well, hopefully you've already circled A. That is our rectangular prism. And how do we know? Because it says, how do you know? We are doing this together, so we'll say, we know a rectangular, and you can just copy it from here, rectangular prism has 6 rectangular faces. This one only has 1 rectangular face, and we need 6 of them. Okay, boys and girls, let's look at our next one. It says, explain to your partner which net would compose a cube. A cube. Which one of these, A or B, is going to make a cube? And hopefully we are circling in B. So how do you know? How do we know that this one's a cube and this one's not? Well, what do we know? We know a cube has 6 square faces, period. Okay, so boys and girls, today you are going to try a couple of these on your own. You have page 267 and 268. Have a good day.